All right, here we go. The Black Ops 2 wallpaper challenge is in the books, and here's the results. This was so hard to judge. I'm not going to lie. This was incredibly hard to judge. Just to backtrack and let you know, this was based off the challenge that I put up over 3 weeks ago now, which was to create a 1920 by 1080 wallpaper that expressed Black Ops 2 in some way. The challenge was not to use any imagery found off Call of Duty or by Activision, so you could not use backgrounds or other photos found off websites, and you couldn't use screenshots from the trailer unless you were using them as reference material. So you could definitely redraw them in some way. You could definitely use colors and styles and fonts that were the same or similar to Black Ops 2, but you couldn't use none of the images could find their way into the final piece. And unfortunately, I had to kind of take a few of these out of the running that ended up with final imagery in the wallpapers, but they were still really well done. It was a hard call to take this stuff out, but this is kind of a hope to show everybody kind of real quickly the type of submissions that came in. A lot of people it was crazy. They redraw stuff by pencil or, digitally on the computer using a tablet or just with a mouse, and it was insane, the style of some of this stuff and how well it turned out. It was so hard to judge that I actually had to bring in some more judges. So when I first set out, I mentioned that I was going to bring in my friends Orion and Fluxy Links, and even though their channels aren't design related, I trust their eyes in design. I've talked to them many times in the past, and I talk to them quite often about design, and I trust what they say about design, and they help me judge this. But it was so hard to narrow this set down that we actually brought in Mike Onslaught to help judge as well. And if you haven't seen his stuff, he does all his own thumbnails and everything. He is an extremely talented guy, not only in gameplay, but he also has a real good sense of design. And with working with him in the past, I've found out that he knows what he's doing. So we brought him in, and then I also brought in a couple other designer buddies that I've worked with in the past that you won't find them on YouTube, but day in and day out they work as actual graphic designers and visual designers, and I've worked with them for years, and so I bounced a lot of ideas off them too, and a lot of these submissions to see what their take was on it. So we finally narrowed it down to 7, and in the beginning there was going to be a first place and a runner-up. We had to expand that to first, second, and 3 runners-up because there were just so many of these submissions were so well done and so good that the concept behind them was we have to open this up. There has to be more winners. So I wish I could give everybody something because all of it was really good. So this is kind of a slideshow of some of the highlights of the pieces that came through. There were some really good ones that were like really good concepts that I could totally see coming out of the game for Black Ops 2, and there was some where people drew entire scenes of like corporate settings of kind of what probably the Tacitus offices look like in the games and stuff, and I got a real good kick out of it. Some people had this is the first time some people have opened Photoshop and actually tried to design stuff, and I applaud all of you for jumping in and trying it out, because it's fun once you get going, but it is kind of daunting in the beginning. And I've been there, I've done that, and I really am proud to see you guys jump in and take on this challenge and do it. Just so you know, for those of you that aren't a runner-up or have placed, let me tell you something. I've entered competitions in the past, and I've never won one. So don't let it put you off in any way. It's just kind of how things happen, and I have to say, like I said, I'm very proud of everything that came in, and you all should be applauded and praised for some of this work that came in. So as we're watching this, I'll wait until the end to show you the runners-up, but there was some really good stuff. Actually, the first runner-up, though, had a very cool, really simple, minimalistic type background for Tacitus, and it was really cool how it was a little tiny rocket ship. Oh, here it is. It's by Loren. He's the first runner-up, and it was really cool how he redrew the little thing and had it look like, it kind of does look like a military type of emblem that I would almost imagine would be in like an IT department at the Tacitus offices. So it was a cool little design, and it looked like it could really fit in a live setting. So this was the first runner-up. It was really cleanly done. Second runner-up here is by Nick Morrissey, and I love this one. He had 2 versions which one was kind of grungy and this one was a cleaner one, but it really speaks technology. It really speaks the aggressiveness of Call of Duty, and of course it speaks Black Ops 2 with the coloring and the font, and I thought it was really well done. Our next runner-up is Edward Lee, and this was a great concept. Now, when I first looked at it, I was like, what is he drawing? I don't understand this. And then it hit me, and it's perfect. It is robotic zombies. I hope these are in the game when they come out, because I would love to try and battle robot zombies in Black Ops 2. So Edward is our last runner-up. Second place goes to Jon, or you guys know him as Sherbet Melon. Now this, first and second were extremely hard to judge. First squeaked ahead just by a hair, but Jon did a really cool job here with redrawing the Black Ops emblem and really doing a good job in textures and layout and design, and the overall composition of the whole thing looked really sharp. And he has two variations of this wallpaper that he did. And speaking of wallpapers, please go to all these channels and check out the videos, because a lot of them link to their wallpapers that they did, so you can download those for free and use them, and you can have one for 2 months. You could show one every day, have a different wallpaper every day for a couple of months, and keep your desktop looking fresh and clean. So but again, this is Jon, and Jon was our second place winner. Excuse me. First place winner, like I said, squeaked ahead just by a hair, and it was extremely difficult to do first and second place. I mean, overall everything was difficult to try and judge, but first place was really cool. Same kind of spin on the Black Ops emblem, but took it and evolved it into Black Ops 2. So you see what I mean, where he takes the original Black Ops emblem and makes it look like it would fit future like future soldier type stuff. So it was really cool how the entire thing took a lot of 3D. He put some 3D elements in there. He did kind of like this helmet and goggle thing on top of the skull, and gave the skull kind of this this tech looking shading effect, which I thought was kind of cool, and used some patterns and stuff in there. And so this is our first place winner by Fredrik Rottz. So again, to everybody that got involved in this challenge and submitted art, I applaud you all. This was some awesome stuff, and I look forward to doing another one of these. So if I can help you guys in any way to help promote you guys, feel free to let me know, send over other artwork and whatnot, get in touch. And like I said, you all have earned my utmost respect, and you guys did an awesome job. Just awesome job. So to everyone that came in, though, thank you again for trying this out, and I will see you on the next challenge, which I have something a little bit bigger in the works. So I will talk to you soon. Take care, everyone.